Hey guys. Oh, I don't know what to say. Hey guys, or hello people of the internet. I'm Kylie Grace, but you can go ahead and call me Kai. And this is gonna be the first video on my channel. It's February 2023, and I told myself that I was gonna be more productive and actually stick to what I said I was gonna do. So I want to work on my YouTube. So as you can tell from the title, I'm gonna be doing a get ready with me to go where? Nowhere. It's like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's 12 o'clock in the morning, and I just, I was like, let me just do my makeup for fun. But with a little twist, I'm gonna do the little TikTok trend where people do their makeup and they just like say random facts about themselves. So yeah, I was originally gonna write down, why can't I speak? I was originally gonna write down the facts, but I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and for most of this video I'm gonna be looking right here instead of right there and to the side on my mirror. So yeah, I don't even know what type of look I want to do. Don't mind the nails. I know they look really boring, but trust, they will be dealt with. I have an appointment to get them done tomorrow. I'll start by doing my edges because I may or may not take some pictures after this, and I want my hair to look good as well. So first, a random fact that I can think about. I don't know. I feel like I should have like sat down and actually thought about this. Cause like I'm kind of lost. I don't really know what to say. And I really feel like I'm not like a interesting person. That's the first one. A lot of people tell me that like I have a really funny personality and I'm fun to be around. But honestly, I feel like I'm a really boring person. Like I don't do anything. I don't got nothing really like interesting going on in my life right now. I'm pretty much just chill. I'm a homebody. I'm a big introvert. I suffer from real bad social anxiety. I'm not the best person with people. I don't know what it is. It's just I have like a really big fear of people. Like I don't know what it is, especially in public. Like, yeah, I'll get scared to talk to people over the phone, but like, it's a whole nother like ballpark when you're actually talking to someone face to face. I feel like as a child, I was more open than I am now, which I feel like is very normal for a lot of children. Because, I don't know, when you're a kid, you just have a different type of mindset. I remember really feeling like this around maybe 6th or 7th grade. Like, I don't know what it was. Like, it's just when I hit middle school, like a gear shifted in my mind. I feel like this is gonna be more of a ramble video than a random facts video, but we'll see. Another random fact is that I really love to do my makeup. Like, even if I'm not going anywhere, or even if I'm just like doing my makeup to stay in the house, or if someone's coming over, I'm doing my makeup because someone's coming over, I'll do my makeup. It's just so fun. Like, and I've always loved makeup. Like, ever since I was little, I would always sneak into my mom's room and put on all her makeup and just get dolled up, and then I'd always wash my face off before she came home from work. Ever since I was a kid, I just loved makeup. And my mom has like a full makeup collection in her room. Brushes she doesn't use, foundation she doesn't use, palettes she doesn't use. There's a whole bunch of stuff that she doesn't use and she never will use. Like I've never seen my mom put on like a full face of makeup a day in my life. Like maybe she'll put on like a little bit of makeup here and there if she's going somewhere. I cannot get this open. But like to see her just like do like a full face of makeup, I have never seen. And I've been trying to get her to give me all of her stuff, but she won't. And I'm like, why are you just gonna let everything just sit there and go to waste? And it can be given to someone who will actually use it. You see what I'm saying? Putting on some lip balm. But yeah, always been a makeup lover. And I eventually, if I do, you know, actually take this stuff serious, I do eventually like wanna come up with my own brand, whether it's like doing clothes because I'm really passionate about fashion, whether it's doing that or, you know, making a skincare line or a makeup line. Like that's just something I've always kind of been interested in, and I feel like that's something I'll really like love doing for the rest of my life. Another fact about me is that I am very, very dramatic. I kind of take everything to the extreme. And sometimes I don't mean to, but sometimes it just kind of happens. And I feel like I truly get it from my mother because my mother is also a very dramatic person. But yeah, my mom is a very dramatic person. She may not want to admit it, but everything I do, I get it from her. Mostly. But yeah, I'm a very dramatic person. I have this little band-aid on my finger, not because I cut my finger, but because I have a hangnail and every time I touch it, it hurts. So yeah, I'm very dramatic. I kind of like to drag certain situations out, not on purpose, but I don't know, it's just who I am. You can't change who I am. Another fact about me is that I used to play the violin. I don't anymore. I think I started playing in in fourth grade, either fourth or fifth grade. I think it was fourth grade. Yeah, it was fourth grade. And I stopped playing around 8th grade because of the quarantine. I remember we got out of school for the 2 weeks right before our really big spring concert that we did every year. 8th grade. I think I already said that, but yeah, and it was like a week before the concert, and then everyone got the little call and we were supposed to stay home from school for about 2 weeks, and then we never went back. Mind you, this is 8th grade again. I'm a junior now, so that just goes to show how long it's been since I've picked up that violin. Sometimes I feel like I want to get back into it, but then other times I'm like, I don't even know if I'm ready for that again. Because I'm not gonna lie, it's really hard to hold the beauty blender with nails, especially really long ones, but I somehow managed to do it. I don't know how. But yeah, like when I first started, I did struggle a lot, and I felt like when I was playing, I was never as good as the other kids that were in my class. I don't know, I felt like I was always, you know, and I don't know, maybe it's because I never really practiced as much as I was supposed to. But at the same time, I didn't practice because I didn't think I was that good. I don't know if that makes sense. It probably doesn't. But since I had that little mindset, I was like, if I'm not gonna be as good as the others, then what's the point, you know? Okay, another random fact about me. Well, one of the things that I was thinking about getting into after high school was either psychology, fashion, or law. And I don't know, because I really like to argue. Like, that's one of my favorite things to do. I know it's a really bad thing to say, but like, I don't know, arguing is just always gonna do it for me. And being an argumentative person is a really good skill to have when being a lawyer. And I don't know, I just always thought it would be like something that I would enjoy. So I was like, you know, maybe I should just look into it and actually kind of do it for real. So I don't know. And then psychology is something that I've always wanted to do since I was a kid. I just always had a passion for helping people get through their problems, especially young children. I always told myself if I did actually get into psychology, I was going to work with younger children. Like, maybe after I got my degree and stuff like that, I would, you know, start off as a school counselor, maybe in a middle or elementary school, start off with, and then work my way up to maybe opening my own practice, having my own office and things like that. But yeah, because I feel like a lot of people overlook children's feelings because they're so young, and it's like, how can you understand what's going on around you, and how can you understand how you feel about it, you know? And a lot of people don't understand things from a child's perspective. So I feel like, I don't know, there's a lot of kids who go through a lot of stuff with their parents and they just really need help, because I feel like I was one of those kids. I recently been diagnosed with depression and social anxiety, like I said before. And even though it was a really recent diagnosis, I feel like I've been kind of dealing with it for a very long time, because I've always felt like more of like, I never felt like I really got along with a lot of people. Like, even the friends that I made, like, I never felt like I was really like their friend. I never felt like I fit in with anyone, or that anyone actually liked me. I overthink a lot, so like, I never really believe the things that people say to me, because I don't know. But yeah, like, I've always felt like lonely. And people can tell you, oh, I'm here for you, I'll always be here for you, but it's not like reassuring enough. And I was a bigger kid. Like, I'm a bigger girl now, but I was even bigger as a child, especially in elementary and middle school, because during the quarantine I lost a lot of weight. And I remember looking back at my old photos, and I was just like thinking about how I used to, you know, like go around. Like, I really used to like look like that, and it was so crazy to me. But yeah, I've always been a bigger kid, and I used to get bullied a little bit. And it wasn't like, oh, just like straightforward bullying. It was always the backhanded comments type of bullying. I feel like the worst bully you could ever have is a bully who pretends to be your friend. Someone who doesn't like you and pretends to like you. It's like, I don't know what it is about it, but like, someone you trust, like really deep down, like having a hateful like seeing you in a hateful way is really like eye-opening. It's really eye-opening because it's like, it just goes to show you that you can never judge a book by its cover, and like you never know who's really there for you. Like, you can never be too sure of a certain person, no matter how long they've been there for you or how much you guys have gone through. Like, someone can still like stab you in the back like that fast. And I say that because it's happened to me. It's happened very recently. Like, I was you know, tied to someone I really cared about and someone I really trusted, and this person always told me, I would never do you like that, I would never hurt you in any kind of way, and then you go behind my back and you hurt me. So it's like, can I really trust anyone now? Because if someone who tells me that much that they care about me and that they love me and that they'll never hurt me can hurt me like that with no remorse, no empathy for my feelings, it's just like, I can't trust no one now. And I feel like I've always kind of had trust issues with the people I like surround myself with, but I'm gonna be even more cautious now after going through what I went through, because I've been through a lot. I've been through so much, and I'm surprised that I'm still sitting here today. Like, don't get me wrong, I've had my moments where I felt like, you know, there was no point in me being here anymore, but like, the fact that I'm still here after everything that's happened to me is just a blessing from the Lord above, and that's just God telling me that I really need to, you know, I have a purpose to be here, and that I need to fulfill that purpose. And maybe my purpose is talking to you or talking to someone who really needs to hear this message, because this totally turned into like a ramble video. But like, I don't know, I just feel like I need to share my story so that other people won't go through what I go through. And the person that I was involved with went through some of the same things that I went through. They were hurt. And my thing is, I understand that a lot of hurt people hurt other people, but I'll never understand that mindset, because if I've been hurt, why would I want to go and hurt somebody else? You know? Why would I want to make someone feel the same way I felt? Because I wouldn't wish this feeling on my worst enemy. I would never do that, because it's not fun. It's not like a quick life lesson that you're going to forget about in the next 2 days after it happens. It's something that is going to like stick with you for, if not the rest of your life, for a long period of time. And like, I just don't understand why people don't want to make someone feel that same way, because it's not fun. And it's a whole, like, I don't know. But back to what I was saying, yeah. I'm getting the help I need for sure, but if I didn't have to go through this, excuse me, I most definitely would. And maybe one day I will, you know, share what happened to me and, you know, do like a little story time on this little experience that I went through. But as of right now, I kind of just want to forget about it, which I've been trying to forget about it for months. And another thing of why I don't really, you know, like, trust people is because when I was going through this certain situation, a lot of people didn't really get where I was coming from. And I understand that, because everybody has different opinions, everyone sees things differently, they see the world differently. But at the same time, that's another reason why I felt so alone. It was because I was going through this hard time, and everyone knew how I felt about it, but they kept telling me, oh, Kylie, get over it. Oh, we're not gonna babysit you anymore. Oh, you're doing it to yourself. And I feel like a lot of people who have been in toxic relationships or have had toxic people in their life and have experienced the feeling of being manipulated by someone and like having so much care for that person to the point where you do anything for them and it's hard to leave, understand why it's hard to leave. Because at the time, the person who I was involved with, they were like the only person that was there for me. They were the only like friend, companion that I had. Yeah, I talked to my friends and stuff like that, or the people that I associated with, but at the same time, I never really felt much of a connection or much of the love. So once you know you have a taste of love, it's hard to give it up. People were telling me that, you know, I was kind of doing it to myself and everything could change if I just, you know, left it alone and left that person alone. But it's not as easy as just saying you'll leave someone alone, because it never is. But yeah, it took months of building up the courage to finally leave that person alone. And now looking back at it, I see my flaws and I see the mistakes that I made. And I now know to never make those mistakes again, or to never let anyone get in my head or treat me like that ever again. Because now I'm starting to, you know, realize my worth and all that good stuff. But yeah, that was a good little ramble on that topic, but we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Another random fact about me is that I'm severely allergic to cats and dogs. I do have a dog of my own, but she is hypoallergenic. I think I'm saying that right. Probably not. But yeah, she's hypoallergenic. So she doesn't shed and she has hair instead of fur. So yeah, and I'm actually like, I don't know, I've always been a dog person, but I feel like if I could have a cat, I would, because kittens are so cute. If I ever, you know, like had a cat, I would have like a black cat. I would want them to have like green eyes, and I'd name him or her Salem. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. This is really hard because I don't know. I really don't know. Okay, oh, let's talk about favorite food. My favorite food, okay, I kind of have two favorite foods. They're both tied, but my favorite foods would either have to be either sushi or pasta. And it can be any kind of pasta, but if the pasta has like feta cheese or anything like that, it's a no. It's a no for me, because I am not a fan of cheese. Like, and it's crazy because my mom really loves cheese and my little sister also really loves cheese. Like, my little sister used to eat cheese like a little mouse, just like in the little cubes out the fridge. My mom can eat like the little slices of cheese right out the packet, and I just always thought that was really nasty. But like, don't get me wrong, that was so hard trying to pick that up. But don't get me wrong, I like pizza and I like grilled cheeses. I only eat grilled cheeses with mozzarella cheese. Don't knock it till you try it. It's like the best thing in the entire world. It has to be a really greasy like grilled cheese, and the bread has to be really toasted. But yeah, I like pizza. I could eat a grilled cheese. I can sometimes eat a burger with cheese. I'm not really big on burgers either, but if I do get a burger, it has cheese on it. No, I think it's just like a texture thing. Like melted cheese is okay, but I just can't eat it cold. Like I can eat it on a burger, but I can't eat cheese like on a sub or something. Every time I get subs, which Subway has the best subs, I always get a sub with no cheese, and this is my exact order. So I usually either get the regular Italian bread or I get wheat bread and what else do I get? Oh yeah, I get mayo on the bread, turkey, spinach, not lettuce, cucumbers, tomatoes, pickles, jalapenos, extra pickles, oil, vinegar, and some oregano. And then like it's the best combination ever. I know it sounds pretty basic, but it's really good. But yeah, and pasta, my favorite pasta is probably Alfredo, but it has to be an Alfredo with like no meat in it. And if it does have meat or like seafood, it has to be either crab or shrimp. Those are my favorite foods. I also like, well, there's a lot of things I don't like. There's not a lot of things that I do like, because I'm a very basic person. I'm very basic. I like to keep everything the same. I like consistency in my life. I'm not very big on change. I'm very scared of change. I don't like to change. I don't think anyone likes change. But yeah, I'm trying to think. But yeah, I don't like to change. And back to the, you know, being a very nervous person part. To being a nervous person, I always get really scared when it comes to ordering my own food or like just going in public by myself, period. Because like I'm just scared to talk to people, and I'm trying to get out of it. I really am, but it's really hard when it's something you've been doing for like your whole entire life, and then you just like that change. But yeah, I go to this little poke place to get boba. It's not too far from my house, but I remember like maybe last week I went there to go get a boba, and I was thinking about trying something new, but I was usually when you want to try something new, you'll always ask the person at the counter like, oh, like what's your favorite drink, or what's a very popular drink that a lot of people get. And at first I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna stick to what I get. I'm just gonna get my regular, you know, drink that I always get, just order it and get out of there so I don't have to waste too much time. But I actually kind of pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and I asked the guy at the counter what his favorite drink was, and he was like, oh, it's this drink that's very popular, a lot of people get it, a lot of people like it. I was thinking about trying the matcha milk tea, because I've never had matcha before, but I've heard mixed reviews. I heard that it's good, but I've also heard that it's kind of gross and it kind of tastes real earthy, but I kind of like earthy tastes. So I asked him how that was. He said it tasted like grass or something like that. But yeah, I usually get either one of the two. I either get a mango milk tea, extra boba, or I get a caramel milk tea, extra caramel drizzle, and extra boba. So, but I ordered the I think it was called the Tiger brown sugar boba tea or brown sugar milk tea, something like that, and it's literally my new favorite drink now. I get it all the time. So that is that. My favorite band / artist is Chase Atlantic. Now, oh my gosh, like, I freaking love Chase Atlantic. so much. They're my favorite artists. Their songs are so good. They're not even capable of like making a bad song ever. And they literally have something for everybody. If you want to just smoke, chill, they got a song for you. If you're going through a breakup, they got a song for you. If you're going out chilling with your friends, they got a song for you. If you got an ex that you hate, they got a song for you. They got a song for every situation, every mood, every person. They're just, ugh, they're so good. I'm gonna put you guys on to some of my favorite songs by them. Number 1 on the list is, well, will probably have to be, I don't know, because I love so many of them. It's really hard to choose like a favorite song. But some of the songs that I always listen to on repeat by them are Consume, Too Late, Okay, The Walls, Ozone. Ozone really got my last breakup. That song got me through it, I'm telling you. It's not a good one. Right Here is really good. Paranoid, I really like Paranoid. Metal About is my stuff. I always listen to that song all the time. I'm trying to think of some other song. I don't know, but Drugs and Money. That is probably my ultimate favorite one. Every time it comes on, I have to sing it. It's just, it gives me so much serotonin. But besides Chase Atlantic, I listen to a lot of Bryson. I listen to Tory Lanez, Kehlani. I really love Kehlani. Melanie Martinez. I love her. I know all of her songs. My favorite album was the Crybaby album, or K through 12. Either Crybaby or K through 12. It's really hard to pick. But K through 12 was so good. The movie, the visuals, the lyrics, the tracks, everything was just chef's kiss. I also really like Ariana Grande. I freaking love Ariana Grande. I know all of her songs too. I listen to Cody Shane a little bit. Ash Nico. I'm starting to get into SZA a little bit more. I've never really, listened to a lot of her songs before, but recently I've kind of been feeling it. I've been feeling it for sure. That's all I can really think about right now. Oh, I listen to I love Yeet, Cardi, Young Fazo, Tana, The Neighborhood, Arctic Monkeys. I'm gonna make a playlist of some of my favorite songs, and I'm gonna do like a 2023 playlist, or I might do like a sad playlist or a lit playlist, something like that. Like, I have so many video ideas, and I'm super excited to just like put them out in the open. I love music. I do write a little bit. I write some songs sometimes, but I can't really sing, so I don't even know if I'm gonna do anything with them. But I don't know if I'll ever do anything with them. Okay, another random fact is that my favorite subject in school is probably math. Even though I'm not always the best at it, I just love math for some reason. Like, I don't know, it's just something about writing the numbers and doing all the calculations on the calculator. It just makes me, I don't know what it is, I just love math for some reason. I hate science, I hate social studies, I hate history so much, and I never fail to do bad in a history class every single year since 6th grade. The highest grade I've gotten in history is probably a high C or a low B, and that's really bad in my eyes. I don't know why I can't find this one brush that I'm looking for, even though I literally used it yesterday. Okay, another random fact about me is that I love to go thrift shopping. You can find some really good stuff at the thrift store. Like, if you're balling on a budget, even if you aren't, the thrift store is where it's at, babe. It really is. You can't beat it. Good prices, good finds, especially if you're into more vintage things and like the early Y2K era, streetwear, grungy things, you know, that's your place to go. I recently just went to the thrift store and I got some good stuff. I one day want to do like a thrift store haul. I want to have to use this tiny brush since I can't find the brush I'm looking for. But I want to do like a thrift store haul or like a clothing haul in general video, because those are one of my favorite videos to watch on YouTube. And I just think it will be really interesting to film. Another random fact about me is that I love to dance. I used to dance with my older sister a lot, and I sometimes still dance now, but I wasn't as serious. Well, I'm not as serious about it as I used to be when I was a kid. Like, I always wanted to, you know, dance as a job for some reason. I don't know why. But yeah, I love to dance. And another random fact about me is that I've only been to 2 other states other than the one I live in my whole entire life. Like I said before, I don't really have a fear of people. I don't really go out a lot, so my home is my comfort. It really is. But even though I do love to be home, I also love to go out, and even if I'm not even going anywhere like special, I like to go out, go on car rides, go to the store, even if it's by myself. It's just something that I really, really enjoy. I didn't understand how hard this is going to be until I started making the video. I was thinking about a whole bunch of random facts before I turned the camera on, but now that the camera's on, I can't really think of anything, which is honestly insane to me. Actually, I have to go get something. I'll be right back. I didn't find what I was looking for, but I found a snack. Okay, back to what I was saying. I don't even remember what I was saying. Okay. Another random fact about me is that I am scared of myself. Now, I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like once I explain, a lot of people, you know, will realize that they have the same feeling. So, me, I don't really know a lot about myself. Like, I can sit here and tell you like things that I like, things that I don't like. But, like, I don't really like know myself, and I'm scared to get to know myself. Like, if you would be scared to get to know someone you just met. But yeah, I am scared, especially of my own thoughts. Like, I always used to keep myself very busy, or like distract myself from thinking about certain situations, because I was scared of how it would make me feel. And after going through what I went through recently, it really gave me the opportunity to actually sit down and just think and be alone with my thoughts, because that's all I really like could do at that time. And it really made me like come to the conclusion that being alone, it's okay to be alone. Like, it's okay. That being alone can sometimes be a good thing. Now, sometimes being alone is okay, but feeling alone isn't. And I was kind of, going through both of those. Like, I was alone all the time, and I also felt really alone. But yeah, like, now that I've, kind of experienced both sides of, like, oh, I like to be alone, but I also don't like to be alone. But I've had the opportunity to be alone. Like, now I realize that it's something that I actually enjoy and that I should start doing a lot more often. You go through life, you meet different people, they come in and out your life. Some people stay, some people don't. But the one person that's always gonna be there for you, besides God, the one person that you're always gonna have, the one person that's never gonna leave you, is yourself. Just think about it. Like, really think about it. Because if you can't get along with yourself, if you can't love yourself, you can't get along and love somebody else. And people around me always told me that, but I never like understood it. And now I do, because it's like, how do I know how to love someone else, but I don't know how to love myself, And it's really crazy how the mind works. But yeah, it took me a while to get to get to this point, because not only have I started to, slowly open up to other people, I'm starting to open up to myself more. If that makes sense. Which it probably doesn't. Another random fact about me is that I'm a very artistic person. I love art, even though I'm not the best at drawing. I love to sketch. Even if it's just me, like, opening a kid's coloring book and coloring the pages, I like to do it. And I really want to start getting into painting more, because I just know like it's a really relaxing thing, regardless if you know how to paint really good or not. And even if you don't know how to paint good, you can buy like pre-made like pictures and like do like the color by number things, color by number little sheets. I know they sell some at Hobby Lobby. Or I've always wanted to try those little like crystal gem little crystal arts. I know you know what I'm talking about. Like, you put the little wax and a little stamp thingy, you stamp the jewels individually. I've always wanted to do that, and I've been so tempted to just go and get one from the store, because I just know that that's something that I would enjoy. Another random fact about me is that I'm not the best cook, but I am an amazing baker. I love to bake. A couple Christmases ago, I made some, what did I make? Oh yeah, I made some sugar cookies from scratch, and they were a little bit too sweet, but they were still good. They were so good. Like, I want to make them again this year. I didn't make any last year. I think I just made like some regular like pre-made cookie mix. I think that's what it's called. Pre-made cookie mix. And yeah, I don't even remember what I made for Christmas, because I always bake for the holidays. Always. Except for this Valentine's Day. I was gonna make some chocolate covered strawberries, because those are my favorite thing to eat. Like, that's my favorite dessert. I'm not a really big dessert person or sweet person in general, but if I do have something sweet, it either has to be fruity or chocolatey. Like, there's no in between. It's either really fruity or really chocolatey. Like, so sometimes I'll have like a smoothie, or sometimes I really like I always forget the brand name, but there's these gluten-free chocolate chip cookies that I get. I think you can get them from any store, but I usually get them from Walmart, and they're so good. Me and my sister literally love them so much. And they also have a regular version, but like we get the gluten-free ones because they just taste like, the texture is just better. I'm gonna eventually get some lashes and learn how to put them on, because I kind of low-key don't know. Actually, I don't even think I'm gonna like risk it and put any on my lower lash. Every time I do, it comes out looking a hot mess. And I don't got time for that. No. Okay, we're coming to the last and final steps in this routine. It's not even a routine. But let's get ready with me. I feel like I should now just go somewhere. Just because I have a full face on. Okay, I think we're pretty much done. I'm gonna touch up my lips and then come back with the final look. And I'll do my outro, so yeah. Okay guys, so this is the final look. I really like how it came out. This is just a basic look that I always do. I might do a more in-depth video of my full makeup routine, or like my natural base, natural face makeup look that I always like to achieve if I'm going for more of a natural look. But I also like to do different types of makeup looks as well. So just comment down below some more, you know, looks that you'd like to see me do, some more videos that you'd like to see me do. And yeah, I really hope I actually stick to the YouTube thing this time, and I'll see you guys in my next video if I make one. So bye.